A very cold weather pattern is about to kick in, everybody, and be here for about a week. Now, this is going to be a Siberian cold, where even your high temperatures from multiple states are going to be in the sub-zero temperatures, -5 to maybe even over -10 degrees. And a lot of people in single digits as well, just for your high temperatures. Now, overnight, this is going to bring a very bad wind chill, -20, even up to -30 degree wind chills coming through for the lower 48. And this is still bringing a lot of snow. Multiple winter storms and clippers will hinder your travel as you go through this period. So I'm going to show you what's happening in the weather pattern right around the corner. We have new information, everybody. Happy Sunday, everybody. Mark again here at Weatherman Plus. Now, for today, we do have chances for tornadoes over here across Florida. And we do have a little bit of a snowstorm that's going to happen. It's going to build right off the coast, but this is still going to bring some snow over here towards the mid-Atlantic for North Carolina, Virginia, maybe a little bit of the southern Delmarva as it goes out through the east. Then we're going to get more storms across northwest. Actually getting a little bit of an atmospheric river over here for Washington, Oregon, a little bit of Idaho. Now, I'm going to show you your chances of what's happening right around the corner and what is your more likely outcome. I'm still showing that my forecast in my last video is showing correct, everybody. This cold air is coming all the way down. Then it's going to make a dramatic turn like this. It's not going towards Florida, but Florida will feel these temperatures. Now, first things first, our weather for today, we do have chances for tornadoes, and it will be over here for Florida. So here's your cities in Florida at risk for a potential tornado today. So you can see as we go through for this morning, we do have the storms coming across. We also have that little bit of snow that is coming across over here for the Midwest, going across the Great Lakes. Now you will see this go out through the Ohio Valley, out through the interior Northeast as you go through later on for this evening, while you get some storms over here for Washington and Oregon and northern Idaho, even bringing some good snowfall as well. But these storms over here along Florida is going to bring a threat, some for damage and winds, but as well as chances for tornadoes for today. Then we have what's mixing for tomorrow for North Carolina, Virginia, a little bit of Kentucky, West Virginia, and going across the Delmarva, while you get more storms across the Northwest and a little bit of snow across Minnesota, Wisconsin, and the UP of Michigan as we get a little swath coming through. Remember, we have multiple clippers coming through, but even a couple of these are going to be strong winter storms. So for today, you're going to get these thunderstorms coming across northern Florida, but as this tracks through the afternoon, this is where you get a few discrete cells that comes off the Gulf. You need to watch out for chances for tornadoes. You're also going to see a few of these discrete cells forming right over eastern Florida as you go through the afternoon. And you can see how this comes through, bringing you chances for tornadoes as that comes across and brings you 40 up to 50 miles per hour wind gusts along with these storms as you go through the evening. Showing it will be all afternoon long, more likely will form right off eastern Florida and be a potential water spout. But that right there could form a little bit closer, so just be aware. You can see right here what your chances for tornadoes. That is actually your best chance for tornadoes is the cells coming off the Gulf. Also, the cells that's forming over here along eastern Florida as you go through the afternoon. So it's going to be a very strong day for storms for y'all today. Showing a swath of 40 to 50 miles per hour wind gusts is possible with these storms. More likely will be stronger along western Florida as it's coming across the Gulf and as it's building up with the sea breeze along eastern Florida and building up strength into the Atlantic. And all the way till tomorrow night, bringing you a little bit of snow for North Carolina, Virginia, a little bit of eastern Kentucky and West Virginia, a very small bit going across southern Delmarva as well. You do get that swath that still comes through for this morning across Ohio Valley and what comes across later on for northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, UP of Michigan, and over here for New England. And you also get some of the higher elevations for the Northwest coming off that atmospheric river. Now, this is still bringing a lot of cold shots all week long. So you can see as we go through for this evening, we're going to get another big one for the upper Midwest, going across the Midwest and the Great Lakes out through the interior Northeast as we go through for tomorrow. Then it's going to sit there a little bit of a warm up for a day or two. Then it's going to come back again as we go through for Wednesday and out through the same path. Ohio Valley, the Great Lakes, out through the Northeast for Thursday and Friday. But then we got that big punch. This is going to be the Siberian cold. This is where your highs are going to be in negative temperatures for multiple states, not just a small area or two. Now, this is coming across for Friday evening, overnight into Saturday, so even your highs will be bad. And as you go through for Sunday, you see how it pivots right towards the southeast. Still showing this is going right out through the mid-Atlantic, like I showed you in the last video. This is not punching all the way towards Bahamas, and you can see that in the latest information. Matter of fact, we've been waiting for this Arctic blast for quite some time, tracking it for about 2 weeks now, and it's just now showing up in the model data. So now you can see what it is we've been screaming about here on this channel. Showing all the way to Saturday and Sunday, another big blast, even for Monday as that pushes further towards the east. Then we're going to go on that above average, that warmer anomaly I was talking about. But still showing at the end of December going into January, it could come back again. Now I want you to see this. I'm sure you're going to see a lot of this. I want to make sure you get accurate information. GFS is still showing this blast going all the way towards southern Florida, going towards the Bahamas, going all the way into Mexico by the time you go into Saturday evening. So we're talking about evening temperatures. I'm still showing this is not the trend, and GFS is just wacko. It's been coming more and more northern. Now, Climate Prediction Center did upgrade their map, and you can see over here for British Columbia as well as Alaska, much below average temperatures are moving through, and the strongest will be over here for the lower 48 for Ohio Valley going towards the Tennessee, Kentucky Valley. We do see that you have that 20% risk going into Florida as well. Now, you can see on the latest information of our Arctic oscillation that as we have the Euro and the Euro AI, they are in a great agreement on this dip of cold air coming through. Once again, GFS is still taking it deeper, then it's going to retract back and maybe come back later, sometime after Christmas. And you can see this here on the latest update with the European. So we have that dip of cold air coming through the Siberian cold. This is actually going to be a bad cold chill. We can also see as we go by Christmas time, then it's going to start coming back in, possibly. Not as strong as this one right here. Now, this is still bringing a lot of snow. So as you go through for tomorrow, you got that snowstorm that's building up along the East Coast, bringing some snow over here towards the Mid-Atlantic. And you have that little clipper, that little swath that's going to come through for the Great Lakes and the Midwest as you go through for Tuesday. And over here along the Northwest, you're going to stay in this atmospheric river for multiple days. Then Tuesday evening, potentially another one, maybe even a strong winter storm, where it's going to be that warmer scenario, but it's going to bring chances for freezing rain and ice and bring a lot of snow across the Midwest and the Great Lakes again out through the interior Northeast for Wednesday. Then that cold air comes through for Thursday and Friday, just bringing multiple swaths of snow. All these little swaths are going to be anywhere from 2 to 4 inches. But with all this cold air still is going to stay there and not go away. So it's going to stay and build as we go through this pattern. But this is all the way till next weekend already. But you can see all that cold air retracting back. And you can see that warmer scenario coming across, just like we've been screaming here. It's only going to last for a few days, but I'm sure you'll appreciate it after this big blast. And showing just for the next 7 to 10 days, just multiple clippers coming through, just adding up to more snow. Now, this is going to bring a little bit more snow, but this is going to come towards the western U.S. after this, because we're going to change that weather pattern. You can even see this with the ensembles showing the same thing. This is not going all the way towards Texas. I had someone ask me if this is going towards Texas. So I don't know what kind of videos y'all got going on out there, but you can clearly see it's for the upper Midwest, going out through the Midwest, the Great Lakes, out through the interior Northeast, and showing this is not going any further south than that. Matter of fact, all these ensembles are in great agreement that that is exactly the pattern of all this snow. Now, first with Climate Prediction Center, you can see all the way towards the 16th of December, we have this big above average anomaly still along the West Coast, still breaking records, everybody. And the below average is going across the Great Lakes, out through the Northeast and some of the Mid-Atlantic. So starting for today for your highs, look at this. For your highs, you're going to be in single digits and negative temperatures already, with the freezing temperatures in the blue going all the way towards New England for today. Now with the wind chills, this is going to be a big player all week long. Your highs for today with the wind chills, you're going to feel it all the way towards Missouri, even northern Oklahoma, and you're going to feel like -10 to -15 degrees across the Midwest and upper Midwest. Now for tomorrow morning, this is where the freezing temperatures reaches all the way towards northern Texas. No, you are not getting snowfall, Texas, and you can see those single digits and negative temperatures moving across. This will get worse. This is not the Siberian cold that I was telling you about in the beginning of the video. Look at the wind chills for tomorrow morning, bringing those -10, even -15, -20 degree wind chills across the lower 48. Mostly the Midwest, the Great Lakes, out through the Northeast. That's going to be the main story until we get to the weekend. But it's still bringing those strong wind chills through Texas all the way towards North Carolina. Now your highs for tomorrow is going to bring those freezing temperatures on down again, and it's going to bring those very strong wind chills for tomorrow. Then things are going to start changing as we go through the week. So for Tuesday, freezing temperatures come all the way down. You're going to feel it towards northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, all the way through the Carolinas, and bringing those negative temperatures right across Northeast through New England. And with the wind chills, you could feel 10 to 15, -20 degree wind chills once again for the Northeast going out through New England. Now, as you go through Wednesday morning, this very cold air coming in from Canada is going to start making its way, but you're really not going to start feeling it until you go through for Thursday. So Thursday morning is really going to come in through the Ohio Valley, even over here by the Tennessee, Kentucky Valley, out through the Northeast, but you have actual negative temperatures moving through, -10 up to -15 degrees or more moving through. And with the wind chills, you can imagine how much worse this is going to be. So now a lot of people are feeling like teen temperatures, even single digits, but these -15, -20 degree wind chills will be moving through, and it will go deeper, everybody. As we go through Friday, here comes those freezing temperatures again, bringing those negative temperatures with it. With the wind chills, now you feel -30, -40 degree wind chills or stronger moving through from Montana to Dakotas, through Minnesota and some of Wisconsin as well. Nevertheless, what is going through for Canada? Now, this is something I want you to see. Saturday, very important, Saturday and Sunday. This is where it pivots towards the east and the southeast. So with your wind chill factor for Saturday, this is with the European. You can see all the cold wind chills coming through, bringing those sub-zero temperatures of -5, -10 degrees, moving through for Tennessee, Kentucky, even Ohio Valley, while you get those -20, -30 degree wind chills moving through even deeper. Now, this is with the Euro. This is with the GFS, taking it way deeper than any other weather model. Now, the temperatures for Saturday evening for your highs is this. You're going to have freezing temperatures all the way towards Tennessee, Kentucky Valley for your highs, and negative temperatures moving through for the upper Midwest, going out through the Midwest, even portions of the Great Lakes. Now, this is with the wind chill that we have for Saturday as well, making it feel like -15, -20 degrees. Now, when we go by the wind chills for the GFS, it brings it all the way down and bombs it all the way down. Comes down again for Sunday morning. So Sunday morning, here's those freezing temperatures. Now you're going deeper towards the south and the southeast, the Carolinas. And you see it's not going all the way towards Florida. If you get the freezing temperatures, it could be Monday. That would be about it. And you can see all the -10, -20 degree temperatures moving through. Now, when you compare that to GFS bombs it way down into the Gulf, everybody. So you can already see how different GFS is and what Euro is saying, and I will show you the trend. So look at this. As we go through for Sunday morning, the wind chills moving through. You could feel like in the 20s all across the southeast, even -20, -30 degree wind chills still moving through. Now let's compare this to the Canadian model, seeing the same thing. Very strong wind chills moving through, but not going all the way towards the south. You see that? Now let's compare this to GFS, and once again, it is all by itself, everybody, showing this going way down here like this. Please do not believe the GFS. It is not trending. It is being used only for views, everybody. Matter of fact, you should take this opportunity to see how accurate people actually are. Now your highs for Sunday. This is concerning. Look at this. Even your highs, it's going to be a lot of freezing temperatures and a lot of negative temperatures moving through. And with the wind chills for your highs, you're still going to feel unbelievably cold, everybody. This is going to be a bone-chilling cold. And Monday morning, bringing the freezing temperatures even lower. And if there were going to be some freezing temperatures across northern Florida, it would be here. It would be Monday morning as it's transitioning towards the east and leaving out. Now with the wind chills, once again for Monday morning, very cold, even negative wind chills, but you can see it is getting a little further towards the Gulf as we pivot on Monday. Even GFS is seeing that, taking it a little bit deeper. This one is more believable than the one before. Please do not believe the GFS, everybody. It has been wrong all year. Matter of fact, GFS is showing literally as we go 9 and 10 days, we could get another system building over here by Central America and get a potential tropical storm or even a hurricane that could come across. Now, we do have a moment where there's still going to be a lot of buildup around the middle of December. Just like I told you on my last tropical update, the hurricane season is not over. However, this right here is highly unlikely. And with all these cold fronts, I believe this disorganized thunderstorms, which I think it will be, will move into the eastern Pacific, and we will not see this right here. So if you hear about this right here, this is literally going past 10 days, 12 to 14 days. But that is your weather forecast of what you can expect on the next turn of this weather pattern, everybody. Thank you again for your time. Thank you for all the shares and the likes. I appreciate every single one of y'all. That's the best way that we can keep everyone safe. It just helps the community know the real information out there. Thank you so much for your time. Now, this is going to be a bad spill even for your highs. So make sure you stock up on supplies. Make sure you have food, water. Make sure you have pet food as well. And make sure you bring in the pets, everybody. A big shout out and a thank you to everyone that supported my channel on the new merch that came out. If you want to get some, the links are still down below in the description of this video. And before I go, a quick word from our Father, Psalm 34, 1 through 3. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. Amen. Have a great day, everybody. Please prepare for these cold temperatures. Even the highs are going to be really bad, everybody. And I can't say it enough. Please check on the pets. Please check on the neighbors. Make sure everyone that is within your reach will be okay. And remember, above all things, all glory does go to God, our Father in heaven, Yahweh. And I always hope he keeps you safe every single day of your life and forever. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Have a great day, everybody. Please get supplies and get prepared for this.